Think of the passion, God love everlasting. Keep the law of the land and book in case you're asking. Moving forward to the learning and it's free. Cause I know that God know the combo go with Sister E. Love talk Sister E. God work Sister E. Charity Sister E. Let's talk with Sister E. All different type of information every week. Let me speak. If you subscribe, we're going deep. Love talk Sister E. God's work Sister E. Charity Sister E. Let's talk with Sister E.
Hey family, can y'all hear me? Y'all, I need to be doing my laundry today. I need to be going to the laundromat. Laundromat is right across the street from me. Oh, but I had to talk about this. This one could not wait at all, man. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer, and I'm just gonna play the video. This is how I should have put breaking news, because this is actually breaking news. So let me go ahead, and he's been talking about this anyway. I've heard about it all morning. I ain't gonna say it's breaking news. I heard about it this morning, but CNN is really going in about this. So let me go ahead and put my little disclaimer out there so I don't get no trouble. Here we go. Hold on. Rio is doing something. And it's going to... Go lay down. Go lay down. Rio. Go lay down. Go lay down in your bed. Go lay down in your bed. Doing the most. Gosh. Cocker Spaniels are a different type of breed. So, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, new reporting, teaching, scholarship and education and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So the video I'm about to play is for education and research purposes only. Let me say it again. The video I'm about to play is for education and research purposes only. Power to Rio. Rio is something else. Rio is I call him Mr. Snuffleupagus because he moves around like Mr. Snuffleupagus now. So let me go ahead and do this. Put that right under there because I don't want them problems. Okay, I don't want them problems, honey, because they've been giving the community them problems. They've been coming after everybody. Put this right here. And then I'm finna share my screen, and I'm just gonna play the video for y'all, and then we'll talk about it. It's that crazy right now, y'all, that I don't even want to speak until y'all see the video. All right, share.
Did you do last week? That's the question Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency team insist all federal workers must answer in an email. Musk adding on a social media platform X that what did you do last week? That's the question Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency team insist all federal workers must answer in an email. Musk adding on a social media platform X that failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. 3 sources tell NBC News those emails were already being received by federal employees Saturday, asking them to send 5 bullet points of what they accomplished last week, but noting employees should not include classified information. The deadline for replying set for Monday at 11:59 p.m.
That's all we're doing when you think is keeping our promises.
The president touting those efforts at the CPAC conference Saturday afternoon, speaking to a crowd of his most fervent supporters after pushing Musk and his Doge team to get more aggressive.
The fraudsters, liars, cheaters, globalists, and deep state bureaucrats are being sent packing.
The latest cuts hitting the Pentagon, President Trump dismissing the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General C.Q. Brown, only the second Black general to serve as the country's highest-ranking military officer. Also fired, Admiral Lisa Franchetti, the first female officer to rise to the Navy's top job. Several top lawyers for the Navy, Air Force, and the Army also dismissed. The president's rapid remake of the federal government facing pushback in town halls hosted by Republican lawmakers.
I think he's done a great job with the executive orders.
And fierce criticism by Democrats.
Trump believes he can do anything he wants to do.
A recent Washington Post poll shows the president's early actions are unpopular, supported by just 43% of Americans. 57% of respondents telling the Post they believe the president has exceeded his authority. This as the U.S. and Ukraine are continuing to work on a deal that could give the U.S. valuable rights to Ukrainian rare minerals.
I want them to give us something for all of the money that we put up, and I'm going to try and get the war settled.
Sources tell NBC News that employees at the FBI and State Department are being told not to reply to the email demanding their accomplishments. It's a sign there might be a power struggle between some Trump officials and Elon Musk. Willie?
Yamiche Alcindor at the White House this morning. Yamiche, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show.
Yeah, it's a serious business. Also, what's her name? Joy. What's the woman from MSNBC? Joy, I forgot her last name. They canceled her on MSNBC. So the media itself is pretty much anybody that went against Trump, their days are numbered. These judges are supporting him in his effort. Joy Reid. Yep, Joy Reid. They canceled her. I saw. I haven't checked my total sources, but Joy Reid's show, I think, has been canceled on MSNBC. So Trump is literally going after everyone that attacked him. One, he said he was going to get them. And he is dismantling the whole entire government. Job security is a thing of the past. Oh, yes, it is. The thing is this, and then the interesting part is not the people that didn't support Trump, his government that's pushing back at Musk. It is an internal fight between Trump officials and Elon Musk. So Elon Musk, so you heard the guy, the Patel guy, he is now over the FBI. He literally told his team with the FBI when Musk sent that email out, do not respond. Do not respond to his email, and we'll take care of it. They have until tomorrow, close of business at midnight. They said tomorrow midnight, by midnight, to respond with bullet points. And if you don't respond, you will lose your job. Y'all, people are already protesting this week. It's getting ready to, it's already gone left, but this is going to be utter madness right now because it's not like the majority are in disagreement. This is a hotbed for a civil war. 47% agree with him, and 50, I think it's like 40 some odd percent. I forgot what they just said. Over 40% agree with him, and over 50% disagree with him. So people are split in half with who agrees and who doesn't agree. So pretty much half of America agrees with him, and the other half doesn't agree with him. This is a seabed for a civil war. Not to mention what's going on over in Ukraine. This was what I was actually going to end up talking about on yesterday, but we ended up talking about the other thing. But y'all, we're getting ready to see the fall because it's not going to stop. It's only going to get worse from here. He's not giving. And what's going to happen is you're going to see from within, they're going to start fighting because Musk he has no right to be making decisions like this because you've not, one, been elected. Two, I've heard that him and his group don't have the necessary security clearance to do all the stuff that they're doing. When you work with the government is dead serious about that security clearance. They're not playing with you. And there are levels to security clearance. And I would assume that Musk and the rest of them would have to go through a high level of security clearance. And getting those clearances are not easy. And it's not quick. It's not a quick turnaround. They have to go through every area and aspect of your life to allow you to have security clearance. Anybody in here who's ever had security clearance, I don't know if Charles has had, I think a couple of people are in the military in here. To get security clearance, y'all, how long does it take? Put it in the chat if you've had to get security clearance to be able to do some of the stuff that people are doing. So with that being said, you got this going on. You got this man. You got this man in here telling the government what they're not and what they're going to do. Y'all, this is why it's very important for us as a people to come together and have discussions on when the bottom falls out, what's the next steps. I thank the Most High for people that have reached out to me since we had the discussion yesterday. I've had people that have urgent care centers within our community saying, hey, I want to be a part. I had a cardiac nurse to reach out to me and say, I want to be involved. I had entrepreneurs reach out to me and say, I want to be involved. I have people that understand farming that has reached out that want to be involved. All this is going to be all hands on deck. This is literally going to be all hands on deck, because the thing is, this government is going to cripple. Before it's 6 months to get security clearance. Yep. It takes that long to get security clearance in some cases. So with that being said, they are getting ready to go to war. It will not be, I don't think it's going to be the external people that are going to come for each other first. I don't think that's going to happen just yet. I think it's going to be an internal fight, because people are already rioting in the middle of the streets. They are protesting in the middle of the streets about what's going on. And these are federal employees. You're telling me you're going to let go the entire, because if they make a decision to say nobody responds to that email, you're going to literally fire everybody within the federal government. FBI fired. I'm sorry, y'all. My chair ran into the wall, so he losing it. You're going to fire people within you're going to fire everybody within the federal government. Because Trump's agencies, officials that he's already assigned to these posts, are pushing back at Musk. Trump is not going to go against Elon Musk. Trump is not going to go against Elon Musk. He will go against his own people before he goes against Musk, because Musk is his money. Trump ain't got no money. Musk got money. And Musk is literally, y'all might as well say, called President Musk, because he is the president of the United States, not Trump. Trump is not the president. Trump is just sitting there. Musk is calling the shots. How are you going to fire FBI? Let's see what government agencies that are impacted by this. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I got a feeling this week I'm going to be online, because that's why I'm going to hurry and get this stuff done tomorrow, because I need to go ahead and get this, for all hell breaks loose. Because it's going to, y'all. Agencies. You're talking about hold on, let me see. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm trying to find it. Oh my God. And then we're not going to talk about USAID. USAID has literally been dismantled. They have literally been dismantled. They have literally said, we closing down USAID. This is not the last government agency, y'all. We finna see the lights get turned out on. It's not. I'm sitting here now like, this is real, live. Oh, USAID is done. He's literally letting the rest of everybody off. Y'all, this right here is, y'all share this link real quick. Please share this link. Get people in here. We want to get these numbers up. He is literally going step by each week, y'all. We're going to see the light shut off. I really believe for each government agency. each government agency, he's going to be shutting the lights out because Musk is going to build his own agency that he controls. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is chaos and pure confusion right now. And there is nothing these people can do. Oh my gosh, Rio is Rio. Hey, 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 Rio, come here. Do y'all want to cock the spaniel? I promise you, he hears me. Come here, Papa. Oh, he just, when he hears something, that's it, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know Rio is unhinged, saints. Hold on.
Heavenly beauty unfolds on stage.
Yep.
Billionaire Elon.
And I'm going to mute this out. He arguing with, I'm telling y'all, this dog is going back and forth with me. Yep, Department of Education is in sight as well. This man is literally finna destroy everything, man. Did y'all know that Elon Musk had a private meeting and didn't even include Trump in a private meeting he had with India's prime minister? Kid y'all not. I'm sitting here like, yeah, and the Pope is starting to have kidney failure. Anybody knows anything about when a body shuts down? That's another thing that's going on. The Pope, the current Pope. First thing that when my dad passed was the first thing they started saying his kidneys. I think his organs started failing. And the biggest thing was that really was like the clincher was when his kidneys started failing. He's in critical care right now, and they're saying the Pope's kidneys have started to fail. I said, he finna go. And they ain't gonna have nobody to put in his place. Because this is like, man, when I tell y'all, it is about to go down. So I'm going to play this real quick. I agree with Elon. If you cannot justify your government job and refuse to come back to the office, then hit the road and find another home job, like cleaning your own house and watching your kids. Oh, wow. I don't know who this is. Pope is not dead. Somebody said the Pope died a week ago. All right, so here we go. Hitting that play button real quick.
Billionaire Elon Musk, tasked by President Donald Trump to shrink the size of the U.S. government, said Saturday that all federal workers will have to report their activities or risk being fired. In a post on X, Musk said federal employees, quote, will shortly receive an email requesting to understand what they got done last week. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. It is unclear what legal basis Musk has to terminate federal workers if they fail to respond to his request. His threat was made just hours after Trump posted on his own Truth Social site that Musk, as head of the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, should be aggressive in downsizing the federal workforce. Meanwhile, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is asking some of its recently fired scientists if they will come back to their jobs, including some employees reviewing Musk's brain implant company, Neuralink. That's according to multiple sources familiar with the matter. At least 11 employees working at the FDA's Center for Devices and Radiological Health, which oversees medical device reviews, have received calls since Friday saying they could return to work on Monday, according to FDA sources. The FDA had initially rejected Neuralink's request to start clinical trials, citing safety risks, Reuters reported in 2023. The agency has since given the startup approval to do clinical trials, which are ongoing. The FDA plans to.
That is his purpose. But y'all watch this. Guess who he can make his test subjects? Have y'all heard about the people in Florida that are trapped in the hotel that are considered to be migrants? They have literally in jail those people and they cannot get out. My daughter showed me the video of them. being trapped in the hotel, and they are imprisoned in the hotel. I think it's in Florida. Who can be his test subjects? Who's going to be his test subjects? Oh my gosh. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be interesting. I ain't trying to scare y'all, but again, it goes back to the conversation of unifying here. As much as everybody is afraid, the only way we can be able to sustain ourselves, I'm going to be honest here, is if we all come together and build our own networks, because it's getting ready to go down. You know, I'm not too afraid of what's going to happen to me as far as my living. I have a house that's already paid for. So I just can go to the house that's paid for and just say, hey, Madison, we're going to have to sit this one out for a little bit. Because this is finna be interesting to see. Here we go.
To rehire around 300 people in total, according to sources. Reuters could not verify the figure. The FDA did not immediately respond to a comment request. The White House declined to comment and referred questions to the Federal Health Department, which did not respond.
Not to mention that guy is crazy that didn't kill his name just popped up. And when he popped up, I just thought about it. The guy that killed the CEO of the pharmaceutical company. For some reason, they keep talking about this man and making him into a hero. And he's a part of the same network as them. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is very, 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 very interesting to see this thing transpire, because as long as Musk is killing these regulating companies, these regulatory services and government teams, he can do whatever he want to do. He can pretty much attempt to do whatever and anything he wants to do. And he's not just testing here, he's testing all over. He just needs a destination to be able to build it so that he can test it. Y'all, this is going to be interesting. But the problem with that is people are comfortable with being Americans. It will be an all-out war. It will be a war in them. I really believe, unlike most other countries, U.S. is so used to their own liberty and their freedom. This is a country that was built upon warring with the bigger powers. And I'm not in agreement with this country, because after they did, all that, they ended up still being an oppressor when they was fighting oppressors. So these people are used to their these people were used to their lifestyles. They used to getting big bonuses and big checks and being able to go on these big vacations and being able to go do all types of stuff and doing this and you finna take their liberties and their rights. It's some people that have been waiting on this. And I'm sitting here and I'm watching. I say it will be a civil war. It will be a civil war before Elon, because it's at the brinks of a civil war. It feels like a civil war is about to happen. So I know somebody who works for the federal government, and they saw I'm gonna play. I'm just gonna play this. All that. All righty. So I'm gonna play this video real quick.
Workers fired, and now a protest in D.C. as we learn. Federal workers fired, and now a protest in D.C. as we learn more about the real-life impact, especially at the Department of Health and Human Services. At the CDC, nearly 1,300 probationary employees are being forced to quit. More than a dozen staff cuts could impact the World Trade Center health program, potentially putting the health of September 11th first responders at risk now. Then at the USDA, the agency is now rescinding termination letters for several food safety inspection officers who had been working on the bird flu outbreak. Then at the FDA, the head of the food division is actually stepping down. Jim Jones says in his resignation letter that the firings demonstrate the Trump administration's disdain for the very people necessary to implement the department's agenda of improving the health of Americans. In all, the cuts include more than 5,200 employees at HHS. Senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is there at HHS headquarters in D.C. You can see all the protesters behind her. Selena, what are these federal workers out there telling you?
Well, Kira, there's a lot of anger and frustration here, and I just want you to take a walk with me. You can see that the crowd here is just starting to disperse, but for the past hour, they have been rallying, they have been chanting. You can see all of the signs that they've been holding up, some of these signs saying that these cuts and these firings mean that we're losing years of scientific progress. We are talking about scientists, researchers here who have dedicated years of their lives to trying to better the health in America. This comes as there have been thousands of cuts across the Department of Health and Human Services. So that's why they've chosen to rally outside of here. And I spoke to one scientist who is doing research on substance abuse and trying to prevent drug addiction in America for the National Institutes of Health. She was just laid off a few days ago because she was considered a probationary worker. And she says she is very fearful about how far this is going to set back scientific research. And take a listen to hear and what she told me when I asked her what her message was to Donald Trump and Elon Musk, who claimed that these cuts are making America more efficient. Take a listen.
It's not efficient to fire people indiscriminately based on one line on their hiring HR form. That tells you nothing about what the work is. I mean, we already saw the nuclear staff scientists who are helping protect our nuclear weapons and energy. We saw that people working on bird flu were fired. We know now that people working on substance use disorder and overdose were fired. These are all things that seem really important to health and safety. And because it was so indiscriminate and just the fastest way, it's efficiency in firing people is what it is. It's not efficiency in running government.
You know, I also asked her what her message was to RFK Jr., the new head of Health and Human Services, who says he wants to make America healthy again. She said that she and her colleagues were ready to help him reach that mission, but by firing a whole slate of up and coming scientists in America, she says that is antithetical to what he wants to accomplish. You know, and Kira, I also spoke to someone who works at the FDA. She is currently still employed, but she says she's worried about future job security. She said that 10% of her office has been cut. They're in charge of reviewing new ingredients in the food supply. She says there's chaos and confusion, and they're still trying to figure out who exactly has been cut, but they know that many scientists as well as administrative people have lost their jobs.
All right, Selena Wang there, just outside of HHS.
Hey, whoever hurt you from church?
Federal workers fired and now
Okay, I'm back. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is gonna be interesting to see and see how this plays out. This is gonna be how can I put it? This is going to be a domino effect. Cause thank you, Ronald. Welcome to our world. The interesting part, I know some people that got impacted or were who witnessed and got impacted by the federal government firings. The crazy thing about they're telling them that they are being terminated because of poor performance. What happens is these are probationary period people. People I think been in their roles less than a year. If you're in a probation period, that means that if you get fired, guess what? You don't get no severance. You just get your check and that's it. Another piece to that is when these people attempt to go get unemployment, they're not going to get unemployment in most cases because they're going to push back and say they were fired before because of performance reasons. So these people don't have severance to lean on. They don't have unemployment to lean on. They don't even have health care because their health care is going to be cut. I think their health care cut when they were cut. So that's why these people are in the middle of the street. One of the reasons they're in the middle of the streets about to turn this place every which way but loose. Because one thing I know about clear people, unlike us, we when we've been in those situations before. They're feeling exactly what we feel to be black, to be a person of color, to be be the minority of all minorities in the US. They'll fire you without a second's notice and won't tell you the reason and say, guess what? This is a performance issue. And you're sitting here saying, what performance issue? And if you know anything, after you get out of that performance period, after you get out of that probationary period, it's a lot harder to fire someone for performance reasons because you have to take them through a series of processes, meaning a write-up, a coaching, a PIP, and all this. When you in that probationary period, you fired right on the spot. That's why they're going after them. The next phase of this is now the ones that are left here. I need to know what you're doing. Now, evals, yes, Dave. So the thing is this. If I know anything about a company, because I've seen layoffs happen within a company. And what happens is they are doing something called, they're trying to find out efficiencies, making sure there's no redundancy in the workplace, meaning if you got two people that are doing the same job, we can reduce it down to one person. So what they do is they ask you in a very nice way, hey, tell me what what do you do? What are you working on? How do you do this? And then if they got three people doing the same thing, guess what? The younger of the three is going to end up getting laid off. So that's why he's asking them, what do you do on a daily basis? When you get done, people are going to go through there and find the redundancies and lay them off. This is straight corporate downsizing. Straight corporate downsizing. When I saw that, I said, oh, they're getting prepared for the next wave. There's going to be a series of waves. Now, the biggest thing, I think that if the federal government unified, everybody unified and pushed back and said, we ain't sending nothing, Musk can't fire the entire federal system. You can't, I just don't see how you can just fire everybody. That means when we walk in Tuesday morning, that means there will be no army, there will be no this, there will be no intel, there will be no FBI, no nothing if everybody pushed back. And that would be interesting if everybody just said, we're not doing anything. This week is going to be crazy. This week is going to probably be the beginning of a storm, a tornado, and we're watching it before our eyes. So once he gives them the okay to say, you know what? Who's responded? On Trump's side, the Trump officials, now it wouldn't shock me none if they're working together, telling them not to respond. So they can get fired. But Patel said no go. Let me show y'all something. Oh, this is like 2 hours long. Okay, so here we go. From within. If there's a fight from within and he pushes back and Patel says, no, don't respond to the email, it's going to lead to internal warfare. Because nutcase Eli is going to fight. That elevator don't go all the way to the top with this dude. I'm telling you, that dude is, y'all, that elevator don't. which is words can't explain what type of person he is. Let me go here. Fair use, fair use, fair use. This is gonna be the virus lockdown on steroids. This is going to be an interesting summer. I told y'all 4th of July. You remember last year when I said 4th of July is not finna be the same. Y'all, when they go into the 4th of July, people ain't gonna be in the street celebrating. I said, this is finna be ugly.
Place your hand on the kneecap and raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will.
One thing I will say about us, people of color, we work like this all the time. Like, we trust nobody in the workforce. Don't care who you are. We've already saved emails and did stuff because we see what's about to happen. So on a good day, we don't trust nobody. So you telling me give you this week 5 things that I've done? Oh, I do this every day. This is normal. This is easy work for Black people. It's easy work. We do this every day. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and type something up real quick. Let me go to ChatGPT to go ahead and word it just right. We function under distress that we don't trust y'all. We know the first person out the door is ninjas. Y'all always shooting for us. The people that's gonna be prepared. Because I'm gonna tell you something, ninjas ain't even trusting what Patel is saying. I'm gonna be honest. Ninjas is like, I ain't finna play no games with y'all. We not finna play that game. We don't care what you say, Patel. We finna go ahead and send Musk this little email and then play stupid. We ain't finna wait on you. We done already tonight we got the email Saturday since spent all Sunday, all today. There's some ninjas that's in the federal government right now that's been up all day pulling up graphs, proving tickets, doing this, doing that, doing this. These are the 5 things that I did. We ain't finna play no games with you. No. See, we function like this. We build different. They not like us. That's the theme song. They not like us. Other people, on the other hand, they ain't never had to live like this before. We live on edge every day. Every day we go to work, we always wondering if somebody is after us. Are they trying to let me go? Let me watch my back at all times. We live under CYA all day long. We always under CYA. You ain't got to tell us to cover ourselves. We know how to cover ourselves when things are good. We don't look at that. We ain't never been the type of people to say, oh, everything's going good. Let me put my guard down. That's when our guard goes up even harder. When things get too quiet at work, we like, wait a minute, hold on. Things have got a little bit too quiet here. But the thing is, we ain't got the email and been on the phone talking about it. We done sat down on the phone. Girl, hold on. Let's do this together. Let's go and knock this out. One thing about us, though, when we get ready to lose our jobs, we might fight at the workplace. We gonna stop for a minute and say, let's come together. Girl, y'all know it's been 50 Negroes on a 3-way right now. Okay, let's go and do this. Let's do this. Hold on. What did you do last week? Let me go ahead and do this. And if we didn't do nothing, baby, we know how to pull something out of the hat to make it seem like we are the president of the United States of America. Baby, we don't play games like that. We built different. People don't understand that we function under distress. We are traumatized. We function under trauma. In fact, sometimes we perform our best when we are being traumatized. Trauma is we live and walk and breathe and eat and sleep trauma. So because we are traumatized people, we done already sent the email out before Patel told them to stop. We're like, oh, well, I'm sorry. I already sent the email out because I'm going to send the email out anyway. I don't trust in my head as a Black person. First thing ran through my head, Patel told us not to send anything. We'll take care of it. First thing come out of our mind is these niggas in cahoots. Let me go ahead and send this email just to cover my, you know what, cover my butt. Let me go and send it, and I'll deal with that good old Patel later and just say, oops, I missed your message. I accidentally sent it. We finna ignore everything y'all saying. Now, the other people, on the other hand, I know my rights, and I don't. Niggas don't have rights. We understand our rights are limited. Rights? They gonna have a right to fire you. How about this? I'm gonna go ahead and type this little email up, because we're gonna have to do it anyway. I'm not gonna wait on that. I'm telling you, there is a ninja right now, tonight, sitting in front of their computer and typing up a whole 4-page document of what they've done. First people that's going to send that email off, they going to get a pack of ninjas already off the rip. We sending it. We don't play games like that. First and foremost, we are normally the first ones out the door. Now keep in mind, them other folks been chilling, been getting their vacations prepared, and we made it through the layoffs. Oh, that's their mindset. We made it. We wasn't on the hit list. Ninjas in the room saying, who's next? That's first thing we're saying. Who's next? We live and breathe by this creed of cover your CYA. I can't see it because the mothers are going to come after me if I cuss on here. But y'all know where I'm going. CYA. CYA is our creed every single time. That is our creed. We live by this. We breathe by this. We save emails even when we don't think we in trouble. If somebody sends something and they say, well, do you think we need to do it? Yeah, we do. And then what we're going to say is, if they push back and say they ain't going to do it, let me go ahead and save that little email real quick just in case. Y'all come back and get us. That's the problem with us. We operate and function in this. Y'all laughing at me, but y'all already know. Y'all got an auntie or an uncle or a cousin or a sister or a brother or even yourself that works for the federal government. Y'all know y'all working on that email right now. Y'all know y'all working on that email right now. They ain't gonna talk to y'all on the phone because they said, wait, hold on, girl. I'll call you back. Let me go ahead and send this stuff to these crazy folk because I gotta have my job. I ain't finna play no games with them. That's how I got bills to pay. That's our favorite for I got bills to pay. Let me go ahead and do this little email and let them argue about it later. But let me go on and send this real quick. So we ain't got no questions. We ain't got no concerns. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way. That's our favorite thing. Let's go and get this on out the way. I got bills to play. I ain't got time to play these games. While they're going back and forth saying, don't send it, Patel, like, don't send it. We'll take care of it. Niggas like, no, we finna go ahead and send this little email. We was probably going to have planned brunch 2 weeks ago with our friends and say, hey, y'all, I'm not going to brunch. Why? Because they want us to send this and I need to go ahead and send this tonight. So on Monday morning, I ain't got to worry about this. Baby, that's one thing they gonna get. Ninjas are going to have the email. Musk gonna have so many emails from ninjas in the morning that he ain't gonna worry about it. You gonna look up the entire federal government will be black. Oh, because we ain't got time. I ain't got time, girl. I got bills to pay. I gotta get my child through school. I got this car note, this brand new house. No, baby, what? That's what I told my sister. Don't wait until tomorrow. Send it now. Saints y'all, this is so funny. Because if I know us, I ain't got time. Let them argue about it. Let me go ahead and put this in this little email because I need this time stamp. And understand that when I send it, I am going to copy myself, my personal email. Because we ain't gonna just send it and just send it out there and we don't cover ourselves, baby. We didn't screenshot the timestamp and show that it was sent. We didn't in the sent box showed it was sent. Yep, I sent it. What timestamp? I sent it at such a baby. And baby, we don't play no games. Y'all, if I'm too loud, y'all tell me stop being loud. But Saints, they arguing amongst each other. There is a Negro right now sitting in front of their work computer, typing out they putting stuff on there that they you don't think we ain't finna play no games. Y'all got bills to pay. Y'all fighting, arguing amongst each other. Go ahead, do what y'all gonna do, because I'm gonna have to send it anyway. Somebody said I did send it tomorrow. The email system, baby, I did send it, sis. Tomorrow the email system could go down. Baby, I'm telling you, she said I sent it, sis. Tomorrow the email system could go down or some nonsense sent. I am not playing with these Netflix. Oh, Saints, we not finna play. Oh, I'm laughing because I'm sitting here. She said I crafted that thing and hit that baby. I love my people, baby. We finna stay at this fight. This is not our fight. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all fight in the middle of the floor. And I'm gonna go ahead and fix this little email up. We crafted that thing. She said we. Keyword, we crafted it. You know, sis, she was on the phone with your other colored individuals that work with you, and y'all didn't all work together and crafted that email and said, we not. She said, we crafted that thing. Ain't that right? She said, we. Y'all get that we? We zero games played. You ain't got to worry about niggas. We just sent it midnight. Bam, it's out. Because that's another thing that went through my head. She said, I ain't got time for these games because the email system could go down. You know that, right, sis? I ain't finna give y'all that. I'm not giving you that chance. You gonna have to fight to get us out of here. You gonna say, I need this in 20 minutes. Do you realize that we function in chaos and trauma? You ain't. If the person didn't check their email, somebody didn't call and say, girl, hurry up. Or call one of his boys and say, look, man, you need to go ahead and go get online right now. I done already started drafting it. We can use the same thing, just reword it to make it look different. They done talked on the phone. Let me see yours. Wait a minute. I did that last week. What you do last week, baby? We ain't in this fight. And when they get done, Musk is going to have all the emails from the ninjas, because we like, y'all can fight, but what you gonna do, fire me because I sent the email? No, Musk is playing the wrong game with the wrong people. If he's trying to get us, you ain't finna get us. We have been covering our butts for so long that we live by that creed, CYA. We live by that creed. Because we live by it. If I don't send it, this is how we think. If I don't send it and they make a decision an hour before it needs to go out that I need to send it and I'm not prepared, I'm finna get fired. If the email that system goes down, they're gonna say, no excuse. I gave y'all 48 hours to do it. I'm gonna send it. Now, Becky and them are gonna say, oh, well, no, I'm not sending it because, Patel said that he's gonna fight this battle. We already know. Baby, we already know. There's going to be one ninja in the room that might say, no, I'm not going to do it, but majority, and we're going to take that one in the room and say, girl, you better realize that if anybody finna get fired first, it's going to be us. So go ahead and work on that little email. We're going to cover ourselves. Too many, and then we traumatized because we saw our friends and our peers get fired. My friends that look like me that work for the government, they are traumatized right now because they saw them folks get walked out of there. Saw folks crying. I ain't got time for that. No, I'm finna go ahead and give you, and I'm gonna give you dates, times when I did it, what I did, what part did I play in it, how much this, how much that. Musk is gonna have his inbox is finna be lit. And then the thing is, after that, we done. Let's move on to the next thing because I got to get to work. Because in my mind, I know that you've laid off a lot of my colleagues. And because you laid off all of my colleagues, a lot of their work is finna get dumped on my desk. So I need to go ahead and send this email now because when I get to work, I know that I'm finna be taking on the role of the people y'all let go. It says, how long has Patel even been there? 5 minutes. You so right about that. 5 minutes. You finna tell us, no, don't send it. No, I'm finna go and send this little email. Then I'm gonna play stupid, Patel, like, oh, you said don't. Oh, I'm sorry, I already sent it. Well, so sorry, I accidentally sent it, but it's signed. So what else can we talk about? They're not finna play no games. And then Indians already, they almost look close to us. Man, they not finna listen to you over Musk, who is of Caucasian descent. Do you think Trump is going to take your word over that Caucasian man? Mm-mm. The caucasity of you. To think that I'm going to sit here and be like, mm-mm. If we was in a meeting right now and he took all of them in the room and said, y'all don't worry about it. We'll be all being real shady in the room. Like, I'm not going to play with y'all. I'm not. That's the thing is, that's our favorite phrase. I'm not going to play with y'all. I'm not going to play with y'all. Mm-mm. Y'all doing too much. What I'm finna do is just go ahead and send this little email, call it a day. Y'all doing the most. So to go ahead and get this out of the way, brunch is officially canceled. I can't go. And they probably all work together and they all came to an agreement. We canceling brunch. Girl, let's meet up over your house. I get a little glass of wine. We cook some food. And we go ahead and knock this out together and send it out. And we finna send it out. And when we walk into work, it's going to be like, ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. I'm done. While Becky's still sitting out. He said, don't send it. Okay. This dude said, you're going to get fired. How many black folks said, huh? Wait, you said fired? You didn't say wrote up. You said fired. That's a trigger word for us. No. He didn't say write up, sis. He said if you don't send it. We didn't have a 45. We talked about it Saturday morning when we got it. Read the email, girl. He didn't say he was, and I think the slick thing is he sent it on a Saturday. We didn't got that email, honey. Because we get it on our phone and we see it and be like, what? Hold on. And they got on the phone to the friend that probably didn't check their email. Girl, he said that if you don't send it, he finna fire you. Baby, we didn't got into sprint mode. So let's finish this.
They are true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take.
Let's examine this for a moment. Let's review this beautiful beam footage. He says, consistent with President Trump's instructions, all federal employees will shortly receive an email requesting to understand what they got done last week. That's easy work right there. And he ain't saying what y'all done for the past 3 months, just last week, y'all. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. Even if I just think, and there is a little black person in the room that probably didn't get the email. Guess what we gonna do? I don't care. I ain't get the email. I'm sending it email anyway. What's the email address that we need to send this to? He says taken as a resignation. Somebody is not having brunch today. They canceled brunch this morning and said, we're going to eat at home, sis, and go ahead and type this email. Some of us, quite a few of us, it's going to be a matter of copy and paste because we keep logs of the stuff that we've done. We going through emails. We screenshot the emails. Here we go. We did this. Bam. Proof that it was completed. Showing you we in the process of this and we plan to be completed by baby. And that I'm going to tell you, this is our people. I love our folks. That's why I think we're going to be the last ones they're going to let go because we're going to be like, what's next? Because we've had to go through this our whole lives. This is not brand new territory for us. This is not new for us. What the other side is experiencing is what we experienced every single day of our lives. This ain't new territory for us. And the thing is, we're going to look at you like you stupid. Like, that's all you want to know is what you did last week. Why are you complaining? Just let them know and be done with it. And if you sit there with, I have my rights, like, okay, then. When you get fired, then what? I'm not going to play no games with y'all. This is easy work. Just what did you do last week? I could tell you off the top of my dome what I did last week. I created a couple of reports. I reshaped our, hold on one second. I created a couple of reports. I reshaped some processes that we needed to do. I got up this morning because when I was sick in my head, I knew I was sick let me tell y'all how I worked. All last week, not last week, but week before last, I was sick with the flu. 7 days sick. Knew I had to report to work on Monday because I'm feeling better. I had a meeting Tuesday. I knew that I had to present a process that I had revamped to my leadership Tuesday at 4:00. I could have easily said, y'all, I hadn't had time to do this because I've been sick. But we don't get that opportunity for an excuse like that. I got up that Sunday because I was feeling better and sat in front of my computer Sunday and typed out finished my 8-page document. Then turned around and finished. If you know anything about IT, we have something called a racing matrix. A racing matrix is just a document showing what the process, what each step-by-step process, and their roles and responsibility. Racing means responsibility, accountability, consulting, and informed. Had to do that whole racing document. I was done with everything by Monday afternoon. I was just reading through it by Tuesday morning and was able to present it. I don't have the option to say I was sick. They don't care nothing about me being sick. When did they care about us being sick and we couldn't get the job done? So they finna feel it. They finna feel it right now because we function under this. And we function. The crazy thing is we function well under this. We always in distress. We're always in the back of our head that if anybody gonna be fired, it's the ninja in the room gonna get fired. Let me go ahead and cover myself. We ain't gonna play no games. So Patel, go ahead. I ain't in that. That's y'all business. Let me go ahead and send this. Y'all fight it out. While y'all fight it out, y'all make a decision that's already in your inbox. We ain't got to worry about it. That's how we work. And the crazy thing, y'all, is we've sent him the email of what we did last week. We're gonna add some extra in there of this is what I got planned this week. We finna add some more fluff to it. We not easy to walk out the door. This is why they work hard. When they let us go, they gotta work hard because they know we got emails, we got messages, we didn't save stuff. That's why they be like, shut their access off now. So we did add extra to it. Be like, this is what my plans are this week. I will keep you posted. Please let me know when I need to send let me know when you want me to send the next one. And while we're at work, we've already started working on the next email. We know that this is going to be a weekly cycle. This is not going to be a one-time thing. In our mindset, until he says he's not going to do this no more, expect it next week. Expect the email coming next week. And we're gonna go ahead and start. Let me go ahead and keep track and keep a log, because we probably spent all day typing. We said, well, I ain't finna go through this next week. So what I'm gonna do is everything that I do, I'm gonna go ahead and track that and go ahead and add that. We already did that. Any questions or comments, please advise. Saints, Cindy, you know how it is, Cindy. You know how we function. If you have any insight or any if you can provide any insight of what I can do better, please let me know. But as of now, this is what I've done. X, Y, and Z. Thank you so much again. Any questions, please, please, please understand. I am very open for any input that will come from you. And we good. End of discussion. Send. Becky saying, I'll send it tomorrow. They said we're going to put a hold on it. We ain't finna give you that chance, bruh. And there's a brother with his boys. They done typed up everything. They at the house now. There's some dudes right now sitting there like, I done typed my stuff. I'm good. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this week is going to be interesting. Y'all laughing, but everybody know that this is how we roll. We've been rolling like this for decades. This ain't brand new work for us. We've had to always cover ourselves. We've always had to CYA. CYA is our creed. It's a creed. We
Are you ready for a total?
Babe, doing extra credit work. We live by extra credit work. We know about the extra credit work before y'all know about it. We didn't ask about extra credit in class in college day one. Hey, I got a quick question. I was looking at your syllabus and I noticed that you have a percentage and your scale of grading is kind of a little tedious. Do we have an opportunity for extra credit? We've asked that day one. We don't wait. Because while you telling us that, we now start working on extra credit in our head. We function in trauma. Ain't that sad? But it really is not really sad. It's prepping us for this time. We knew the writing on the wall day one. We said it's about to go down. Let me go ahead and get this stuff together, cause man, look, I got bills to pay. I've been with the federal government, been with IRS and Intel and FBI and USAID for 40 years. We didn't already looked at, first and foremost, first thing we have looked at is if we've been in the organization for 40 years, if we're at retirement, we've already said, I'm going to go ahead and put in for my retirement. I'm not going to play these games with you. Let me go ahead and check and see, do I have enough? We didn't already have a meeting with HR. Say, hey, look, I ain't got time for this. I don't want to lose all the money that I didn't put in. And I need to go ahead and figure out, can I go ahead and put in for retirement? Our retirement paperwork, we done sent off already. So, Matt, is somebody knocking at the door? It was on the train. Okay. But y'all, that's all I got to say, y'all. I know I done clown and cut up. But if anybody watching, Saints, if you federal if you are a federal employee and you look like me in this picture, or a little lighter, or either even a little darker, but if you are of Negroid descent, if you ain't got started on it, please go get started on it right now. You got 6 hours. I would say have it sent by 8 o'clock in the morning. Don't wait until don't let them trick you. They're gonna goop you. So for those that are in this chat, they not already did it. So I almost feel like we need to have a group learning how to communicate these things just within our own network, because it's coming. Another one is coming. These corporations they watching as well. Man, I'm telling you, they ain't playing with us. But what they don't realize that we ain't playing with them either. That's just how we function. I'm not finna play with you. That's our favorite word. I ain't finna play with you. Baby, somebody said before midnight if possible, not trusting the system. 6 hours ticking down. Somebody said Doge ain't playing. We know they not playing. Y'all play with them, but they definitely not playing with you. Get to work. If you need some help, say something in the comment section. Say, hey, I need some help on this. And y'all link up. Man. It was for all federal employees. Why did you put that on? Hold on a second. Well, family, I'm getting ready to roll. Go and check my comment section again, y'all. Communities in my post section, because I've already posted when the next event is going to be. Our first meeting will be on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link to the and it's going to be in no strike zone. It's going to be a no strike zone conversation on Tuesday. So go to the no strike zone area and we will all sit down and talk through, emergency plan. If all heck break loose, what's the next steps? It's called disaster recovery. So hit that like button. We in this together, y'all. We ain't by ourselves. We all we got. That's my new motto. We all we got. So all right, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support, and y'all might see me this week, y'all, because he ain't letting up. So, all right, family, get to work. If you work for the federal government, all federal employees, even if you ain't got the email, work on it now and find the email address so you can send it to them. Don't play with these folk. Don't play with these folk because they're not playing with you. Go and start working on it now. Goshen Project. We all we got. All right, y'all. But the meeting is called the Goshen Project. I forgot. But go to my community posts section and it's in there. You can come in and we can all kind of come together, and we can even build a team within the group to help us get through these moments where we got to do an email. Look, come on, y'all. This person don't know how to word it. Let's help them get through this process so it can be a wording that is very professional to the point and give that person exactly what they need. It's an art to it, y'all. It ain't that easy. So if you need help through it, we'll build a team for that so we can help us get through it. Like I said, we all we got. He coming for everybody. Don't get caught sleeping. So, all right, y'all. I am out. Have a good one.
All different type of information every week. Let me speak. If you subscribe, we're going deep. Love talk, Sister E. God's work, Sister E. Charity